welcome to Bramblebound Journals. Not sure how well you're going to hear me right now. I have another microphone ordered and hopefully that's going to be in soon because the one I had previously purchased did not work with this camera. So we're going to work with what we have because we're here to watch crafting, not necessarily listen to me talk. But I have a project that I wanted to do before my family and I go on vacation, and I thought doing a little travel folder for our paperwork and for little papers and things that we get from restaurants or museums or whatever while we're out would be really fun to do. I kind of started this one already. I just glued down a piece of tissue paper and then inked this side. I'll show you how I inked it on the other side because I haven't finished that one yet. But yeah, I love this really aged, weathered look that the tissue paper gives you with all the wrinkles and stuff. So we're just going to do that to this side. And I just have some brown ink, and I've been using one of these makeup brushes. Well, they're probably made for a multitude of things, but just been using it for this right now. But I hope you all are having a wonderful day, and I do appreciate you stopping by to check out my channel. I am recently new to this hobby. I will say I have been making paper crafts for years, but I've never really gotten into the junk journaling style crafting. I always did like little paper flowers or decorations to go on cards and things of that nature. But when I found junk journals, I was just immediately drawn to the idea because I love books. And I love chronicling things, just like chronicling things that happen in life, or trips, or events, or just having fun and being creative, which is what I'm doing, because it brings me joy. Hopefully it brings you joy, and that's why you're here also. But yeah, I just worked this ink into the glued down tissue paper. I went with the darker brown first, and then I will go over with it says walnut brown, but it is much more warmer. When I think of a walnut brown, I think like of a dark walnut that falls out of a tree. This walnut brown kind of has a reddish hue to it. You might be able to see that on this side. There's a little bit of a reddish tinge. So, but I like the way that the two blended together look. Yeah, I was debating on not even doing this video this week because of all the troubles that I've had just trying to get this started. Like, maybe it's a sign. I should just do it on my own for the fun of it and not record it. But we're going to record it, see how it comes out. Hopefully it'll be great. I'm thinking about, I have ideas in my head about like how I want my videos to be. I've watched a lot of other channels, and their work is beautiful and gorgeous, and the ideas that they come up with are so creative, and I love watching them. I just kind of wanted to do my own style, I guess, for my videos. So I I may give it an old vintagey style look. So if you're watching this and this video looks different from what you're used to, I did something to it on purpose to make it look that way. Because not only am I about the crafts and the relaxing, but I do like the artistry of putting together a nice video. And also, if you hear music or nature sounds in the background, that is an experiment that I decided to try. And I would love it if you would tell me if you love it or hate it, if it's a distraction or if it really adds to the overall relaxation of watching this video. You see how this slow, very slow circular motion is starting to age this tissue? It almost looks like leather. Just awesome. I love inking stuff. The inking part is so satisfying. And you can see right here that I had a little boo-boo where had a hole. So I just touched it up with a bit of tissue paper. And that would be an idea too, like if you wanted to do something like this and you just went down with the first layer and then you tore up a bunch of small pieces of tissue paper and then just layered it on top just to make it really look grungy. That would be a really cool idea too. But I'm trying to be a little more simplistic with this project. One, because it's the first one I'm doing on here and I'm still trying to figure things out. I have had YouTube channels in the past, but nothing like this. This is new. So I still have to figure my way through this. Alright, I think we have enough of this brown. Let's get a little bit of the walnut brown. You'll see what I mean in a minute. It comes out more red to me than walnut. I'm just going to use the same brush. I'm not worried about it. And I use a lighter hand with this one because the ink is a little bit more concentrated. This is a different brand. Crafty Manor Impression ink. It's good ink. It's just you gotta be be light with it because it's saturated in there. And these I actually got from Hobby Lobby. They're okay, but I really have to dig my brush in there to get any ink on the brush. I mean, you can see that it gets on there, but you kind of have to push a little bit harder to get it to saturate the brush. This one you barely have to touch. But you can get these on Amazon, and they're very inexpensive. I do want to try to get some of the Distress ink. Those look really pretty. And there was like another one that I saw that looked really interesting. The ink pads were actually like in flower-shaped vials, which I thought was pretty nifty. It looks pretty, but it also has good reviews and said the ink is actually decent too. So I'd like to try that out eventually. I love this. Look at that. Doesn't that look cool? I really, really like this. I love how this folder is turning out. I am going to be trimming quite a bit of it off. As you can see, I'm going to line the inside up with this cardstock paper. I'm going for a very monotone, like browns. I love earth tones. I love natural tones. Don't get me wrong, I love bright colors too, but something about the earth tones really speaks to me. Just the nature side of me, I guess. But this one I'm kind of going for an old Western theme, I suppose. Alright, we're going to be covering the center of this. I had a picture. I had a heck of a time printing it out, I tell you what, because my printer is not made for printing on vellum, and it took several attempts to get the vellum to print properly. But, okay, so I'm going to try to layer or line this cardstock up as best I can with the folder, because I'm going to cut off whatever doesn't line up with it. And I know my fiance was like, well, it needs to be able to fit our paperwork. I was like, well, you'll be able to fit the paperwork, you just might have to fold it. That's all. Okay. And I'm just going to use some art glitter glue. I'm not going to do anything fancy with this right now. I just want to get it glued in here. I've kind of been putting this off for, well, not putting it off. Things have just been happening that have not worked out so great. No, did it seal? Oh no. Might have to go to my other glue. I think it may have sealed on me. Oh dear. That's why I see all those ladies with the little pens. Hold on, I might have some. I gotta find my bag. My bag of goodies that I got from the resale shop. Oh, there's pens in here. Oh yeah, that'll work. I got a pen. There we go. Now it'll work. Now it should be good. Really? It's still not good? Maybe I didn't get down far enough with the pen. Try it again. Get all the way down. I mean, there's definite glue in there. If anything, I have Eileen's that I can use. There we go. Now we've got some glue. And you don't need much of this stuff. This is some really good glue. I'm just going to try to spread it a little bit. I'm probably going to end up popping these corners, curving them, rounding them out. Okay. Alright, now we're going to try to line this up. Okay. a little bit lower. And I'm not going to be too fussy about the crease here because I'm going to be decorating that. Okay. Let's get the other one. Oh, might help if I take the cap off, huh? Here's the trick. I did this. No, I did this the other way around. Maybe I should turn it back around. Could be easier, perhaps. Let's push down just a little bit. Come here. Nope, more. It's already drying on me. It's all good. It's fine. We'll trim everything up. Make sure it closes good. Oh, we do have some glue there. Get that wiped off. See how quickly that dries? Maybe I should have went with Eileen's. That one dries a little bit slower. A little bit. I'm wondering if I should go back over with a little bit more dark brown on this. I think I might. While that dries. And since I'm going to trim this off, I'm not going to worry about the edges just yet. Because they're going to go. They are going to go. Alright, now the question is, I think I'm going to do this one page at a time. Yeah. And I'll worry about this after I cut it. I'm not too worried about these pieces being perfect. I mean, this is supposed to be kind of a grungy outdoor western type folio, if you will. So I'm not gonna be very particular about it looking just perfect, right? I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect. For one, people are gonna be like, what is that you have anyway? Like, that is my folder I made for carrying all my receipts and trinkets. And be like, oh. You know you have those people. They ask you a question, and then when you give them the answer to the question, then they look at you very strangely. It's like, well, I thought you wanted to know, so I told you. And I think they regret asking said question. Okay. Now, here's the thing. This sticks out here. So I think I'm going to take this all... No, I don't want to do that. I don't. I think I'm going to leave this little lip here. Just for funsies. Just for now. I'll think about maybe changing it later. But for now, we're going to trim. We're just going to trim this part. Because I still want it to kind of look like a file folder. Just a smallerish version of one. I still want us to be able to tell what it was that we made. I think this will require small scissors. And we move large scissors. So tiny. Cooperate. I've got some other ones coming in that have a finer tip on it. I think they'll be a little bit better for doing tiny little cuts like that. But yeah, see, we still have our little lip, what I would call a lip. What do you have in there? I didn't do that. On both sides? No. We lost something. Well, we're rounding out those corners anywho, so it's fine. Why don't we do that now? I need to get a tray, like I've seen some of the other crafters do. Now the question is, do I want a round or... Let's do this one, I think. Let's see what that one looks like. Really? Are you serious? You don't want to? It doesn't want to. I might have to do it manually. Ooh, that was loud. Okay. What about the big guy? Want to do it the big guy? It won't even do it the big guy. Wow. It's too thick. Well, now you know. These will not press through one piece of cardstock and a file folder. So we're just going to do this in the old-fashioned way. There we go. Got one. Make sure that side looks good. Looks pretty good. Alright, now this one. This is going to be tricky, I think. Maybe I should do... No, because I want them to line up. How do you do this? Where they're going to line up? Because this one sticks out. Okay, let me try to even this up, because this looks uneven to me. There we go, and it kind of rounded it for us a little bit. Don't do like I do. Cut towards yourself. There. That's good. Do I love it? I don't know. I think I kind of do. Kind of round that off a little bit. Yeah. All right, so next on the agenda, let's get this ugly crease gone, I think. And I was going to do this washi tape, although this one might be very large. Let's find a smaller one. Let's see. Oh, I kind of like this one. Kind of like that. Yeah. Let's do that. Because I'm going to end up putting some either pockets like this way and this way, or pockets across, or maybe one of each. I don't know. We'll see what happens. You can tell I really planned this out well. And like this part doesn't have to be like perfect at all. Not one tiny bit. Just make sure we have it lined up good so it's even. Oh yeah, that's super cute. I actually like that a lot. I really, really like this color with the brown cardstock. I'm gonna do this. Make sure it's on there really good. And I'm just gonna trim this because I have something else planned for the other side. Where did my trimming go? It disappeared. Oh. Well, this is gonna look so cute. It is. I have a feeling it is. I nicked it. I nicked it. I'll fix it. There. There, it's fixed. This is gorgeous. Now if it'll just stay down. Here. This thing is very handy. Alright, so now comes the part where I really want to darken these edges up. The question of the hour is, do I want to darken it with this brown or the other brown. And you see this little mistake? That's all good. We're going to cover that right up because I'm going to put a pocket. I'm putting a pocket here. Everything's cool. See, mistakes can be made and remedied easily. Yep. Hopefully this is dark enough. If not, I'll try the other one. But I really want this to be dark around the edges. I want this to look old, grimy, gross. Well, not gross, but grimy. You know, I forgot. I have a real one now. I have a real one. See how much ink is actually in here. See, I knew it. I knew it was just... There's hardly any ink in this. Look at that. Shameful. Shameful. I haven't even used that much of it. I want this so dark. I need to order black. Some black ink. I think black ink would be better for some of this. I'm very disappointed though. I am super. I don't recommend this ink pad pigment from Hobby Lobby. It's disappointing. Because you can see that it's barely infiltrated the sponge, which means there's not very much ink to begin with. I may have to clip that tip. Clipping that tip off. I don't know why I'm inking the bottom. I'm just doing it because I can. Even though I'm going to cover that up, I'm still doing it. Because I do love it. That's fine. It'll still show. The result will still show through the bottom. It will. Maybe. Perhaps. Maybe I lie. You know, I'm very tempted. I'm tempted to dip into that other one and see what it looks like. Let's do it. I'm not getting the result that I want with that one. I want it dark. Dark and stormy. I can say the lids are a little bit difficult to get off. Alright, let's try it. Don't disappoint me now. Oh yeah, look at that. So much darker. Oh, beautiful. I love that. Oh, that looks gorgeous. Look at the difference. Like, I barely have to press it, and it is saturated. Maybe I should do product reviews on here too. Tell you which ones to stay away from. Don't spend your money on this. I spent my money on it and highly disappointed. I have to go back through now. Go over it because it is a slightly different shade of brown. Oh, look at that. I love that. So nice. You know, why not? Let's do a little bit of aging on this washi tape. Yeah. A little grungy grunge. Okay, so did that. Do I want to go over the outside of this? I do. I sure do. Let's see. Oh, look at that. Yeah. I don't know, but see how red it is? It's more red. Walnut, that is not walnut. They have not named this correctly. That is more like a cedar. Have you ever seen a walnut color, crafty manner? I think you better look up walnut again. But I do. I need to get some different shades of brown. Like maybe a mahogany would be really nice. I mean, don't get me wrong, this is nice. It's just not exactly the color that I wanted, and I don't have any other dark browns besides the other one that I was using. And that one, I haven't even used it but on a couple things, and already it's almost out, which is disappointing, to say the least. Okay, so the question is, how decorative? Well, for one, I don't have a lot of time left before we go on vacation. That's why I was kind of freaking out about making this video in time, because this is the first project. It's easy and pretty quick, and I had a good idea of what I wanted to do, so I was like, yeah, let's do that. But I don't know if I want to go like super elaborate with it, you know, because it is going with us on our trip, and it's not small. If it was like a small little travel journal, that would be one thing. I could be a little bit more elaborate, but I don't want to get too fancy smancy. But I feel like I do want to put something over here. I just have to check. I will show you the picture that I printed to put on the cover. Excuse me. Okay, so I've got this beautiful lady and I need, I'm trying to decide if I want to do like a rough, like ripping it. I think I do. I think I want to rip it. Yeah. Well, let's cut it first, and then I'll decide if I want to rip it. I'll leave some room for rippage. And it had, see, this is what I mean. Okay, my printer was not made for printing on vellum, which this is basically tracing paper and vellum are the same thing, which you can get tracing paper at the Dollar Tree for hardly nothing. And instead of ordering it on Amazon, it would be much cheaper for y'all to go to the Dollar Tree and get your vellum there. But like I said, my printer wasn't happy with the vellum, so this took me several attempts to achieve. And there was some writing up at the top that didn't get printed, which I was disappointed about, but we'll work with what we have. That's what we're going to do. Alright, so do I want to rip? I kind of do. I kind of want to rip this. I kind of do. Oh, this is going to look really cool. It really is. The only problem is it's so thin. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get the the ink dauber to ink it like I want it. Oh, I can't wait for my microphone to come in though. I'm excited about that because I kind of want this to be an ASMR experience too. Because I know there are a lot of people that watch these types of videos for relaxation, and sometimes you just want some soft noise in the background, you know. Oh, that's strange. It doesn't want to rip as easily this way. You gotta be careful. We might go too far. I definitely don't want to rip her pretty little hat off. Don't rip off her pretty hat.
No, that was not the advice.
We'll deal with that in a minute. Oh, it doesn't want to. It's giving me a hard time ripping this way. Strange. Well, there's something else new to learn. Vellum paper only likes to be ripped one way. But we're going to make it do what we want it to, right? Master this paper. Be the master of the vellum. Ah, I like how that looks. That's cool. I might want to get a little bit chunkier, a little bit more chunky with the top. Okay, so do I want to take a couple little chunky monkeys out of here? I think so. Just a little bit. Let me do it. There. There we go. Very cool. That looks really cool. Alright, next conundrum. Do we want to put some sort of border? Because I was thinking something like this. I think that I'm just going to glue it down like this and then add embellishments after. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. And for the vellum, I'm gonna use glue stick because I think that's probably the easiest. I don't want her to be too wrinkly. I'm recording. I don't want her to be too wrinkly. And if you use the liquid glue on this vellum paper, we'll get the same result as we did for what I used on the cover. It's going to be very wrinkled, which, if you're going for that look, by all means, go for it. But, yeah. And these glue sticks actually stick pretty well. They stick pretty good. The only thing I'm worried about is we are going to Washington. I think it's rainy there. It may be humid. I'm not really sure. I've never been there before. I'm really excited. But, I don't know how the glue fares in humid conditions. Okay, I'm gonna go from the middle out. Try to make it as smooth as possible. And it looks like I'm gonna have to go over the edges a little more. That does look really neat though. That looks pretty cool. This part didn't stick well at all. You know what? Forgot to go over it with my stuff. We'll go over it now. It's fine. And I don't even mind that the edges are curling up. I think that looks really neat. kind of want to give these corners stippling, a little darkness. Okay, so now that we went around with that one, I think I'm going to try my other one and kind of just brush over it, even though there isn't much left. I'm going to grunge it up now. Look at that. Oh, that's amazing. That's such a cool effect. It really, really makes it look aged. Some on his booty. Wow, that looks so cool. I love it. Get a little darker down here. It looks old and grungy. I feel like I want to get a little bit darker in here. This is the moment that I wish I had some black or some really dark brown. I love that though. That looks so cool. I'm super happy with that. Okay, now the question is, where do we want to go with it? I had some things. This was going to be more, I had these little decorative items. No. I lost one to the abyss. But I felt like I was going to put these more maybe on the inside. So what we could do is put something along the border here. I don't know if I want to do washi tape though. I had a washi tape picked out, but this looks so cool. I don't know that this would go with it. And I had a few lace pieces, but I don't know. This is grungy, not lacy. Alright. Well, what about the same washi tape that we used on the inside? Would that go here? I'm not loving it with that one. I want something more brown, I think. Maybe more solid. Or this one. This one, no. I think that one's a no. And I think this one's too skinny. So this one, or fishies. Oh, they got deer. That's not Christmassy, is it? There's some fox. Oh, this one might be perfect. Because all the animals. And there's this one, but I think that's too yellow. Maybe we should go with this one. I'm very conflicted. This one has a little bit of color. This one's not really colorful. But do I want it to distract from here? I don't think I do, so I think I'm gonna go with the less distracting one. Because I love this, like this is the focal point. I love this so much. It's so pretty. Alright, so this is the tricky part. Getting it even on both sides. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, I think this is going to be the better choice. Ooh, I love it too, all the different wildflowers and stuff. Okay, we're not committing just yet. We're not committing. We're just getting it so it doesn't weeble wobble on us. Let's see. Yeah, we're not committing. Okay, is that even? I can't tell. I can't tell. Maybe right there. Is that even? I hope it is. I'm semi-committed to it now. Oh. Well, this is the pretty side anyhow. You know. I do like how that looks though. Alright, and when we cut this we have to do it like this. So it's even. See? Look, maybe I should have put it on like that. I mean, I still could. Still could. We can do it, right? It's not... Oh. Oh. Oof. I heard it go, ouch. Okay. We shall conquer. I think that's better. I think that's a little bit more even. A little bit more even Steven. Okay. I may need my baby scissors for this part. Alright, let's see what happens. Cool. Alright, now we can ink that up a little bit. Cool. Alright. Now, what else do we wish to do to this? I did have these cute little graphics that I printed out, but I was going to put these on the inside. Very, very cool graphics that I found. Kind of thinking maybe that up there. That would be kind of neat. And what else? These are cards too. These cards are stickers. No, these are stickers. I kind of want the thin stuff. So we need to look at this one. I really like this. What if we did... I don't think I want to use butterflies on this. I love butterflies, don't get me wrong, but I don't think I want to do butterflies on this particular piece. Yeah, what if we do something like that?
I'm surprised he's not even just grabbing him with his hands.
I think that looks kind of cool.
Well, I have not thought exactly. It's 200. Well, I mean, slightly true.
Slightly more like
What are we talking about? Maybe. It's hard to tell.
Hmm.
Like, yeah. Oh my god.
Hmm. I like this. I feel like I need something else. No, I like this railroad company one. So let me keep this here so that way I have a reference where to put these. I don't have that little tool to help me peel off washi tape stuff.
yeah, I got 2 number jam.
Hold on. Sorry, for you.
Talking about one because I lose royalty than I gain.
Same. I lose 19. Huge difference now. I played one more to 13. Yeah, it was interesting. First round, he made that to connected. And I aced the hammer. Another like a cover round. This is what this kid first playing night even. I'm on the rafter. The second floor, right?
This way.
Of course I get an ace right after you two.
No, I kind of I wanted it to come this way. Let's see. Move over.
Look at the moral work in that time.
Is that gonna cover up her arm though? I want it to cover her arm. Let's see. Do we like that? Am I happy with that? I think I want it a little further over. Okay. Yeah, like that, I think. Okay. Oh, up there it is. Okay. And now we have to ink this up as well. And I want to use this in here.
Not
Okay.
even that.
Okay.
I have one more.
And I'm going to use the art glitter glue. I'm wondering if... no, we'll use art glitter glue on this one.
Only has to do that. It's almost in.
Maybe slightly, just slightly. Mm. Alright, this is starting to look really cool. Oops. Okay, so kind of got a bit done with that. I'm gonna go in and finish up the cover and finish up the inside. I don't know if I'm gonna do anything with the back. I might just leave the back plain, but yeah, what do you guys think so far? I think it looks pretty toot and cool, and I'll continue playing around with it, and I'll leave a I'll either cut to the finished product, or I'll post a picture of the finished product for you guys in the YouTube posts. But thanks for hanging out with me. I hope you had a good time. I hope it was relaxing for you. If you liked what you saw, please hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. And we can do it again sometime. Bye.